on, my dudes? Thanks for hanging out and drinking with two dudes and a mic. I am your host, Mike, and as always, I'm sitting across from my favorite dude, Gus. What do we have today, sir?
We've got an actor in the studio today. Been in a couple of bigger projects.
Yes, and we will get into that.
We will, yeah.
Hell yeah. And I'm excited to drink this beer.
I am, and we got a different shot. We're kind of straying away from the grapefruit vodka here.
Yeah, somebody forgot to buy another one. In studio, we have an actor who's been in numerous films and TV shows, such as Riverdale on the CW and Project Blue Book on the History Channel. He also played the Rocket Richard on the CBC production Canada, The Story of Us. Sitting to my left, Shaun Mazzocca. Welcome, sir. Welcome.
What's going on, guys? Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So here at the beginning of the show, we do shots right away. Mm-hmm. And today, like I said, we're doing this Crown Apple. So the issue is we normally drink grapefruit vodka, but somebody forgot to buy another one. So
You keep saying, you said that a couple times tonight, somebody keeps forgetting.
Somebody gave them the wrong address. Somebody didn't buy the...
I'm pretty sure somebody means you.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, it wasn't me, so...
Yeah, fair enough.
That's some Italian shit. That's somebody. Somebody. Hey, not me.
That's right.
Somebody. Some people.
All right, ready? So here, got these shots. All right, everybody listening. Guys, girls, all the dudes. Cheers.
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 And then we got to crack that beer. Shaun, unfortunately, can't crack anything because he's drinking gin and tonic.
Gin tonic. And a little chronic.
Is that why you do gin and tonic? Because it rhymes?
No. I was listening to Nelly today, and I heard that, and it just fits so well.
What song?
The
EI and all those?
No, Country Grammar.
Country Grammar, yeah, the original.
The OG.
It's the OG, man.
No, actually, gin and tonic was my nono's drink, and when I was younger, we'd go over to my mom's parents' house, my nonna and nono, and he was usually on the porch waiting for us. He'd have a drink in his hand, and he called it nono's water. And we'd have a little sip, just like a little sip, and it's like, okay. And then we'd go in the house and say hi to Nona and whatever. And then when I was a little older, I won't get into the specifics of it. I don't know how much trouble I can get. Whatever, fuck it. So I was about maybe 15 or 16, and I was working at one of the clubs in town, and one of the bartenders passed me a drink when I was bussing for him. And he goes, "Here, have this." And I was like, "Oh, I know this. Like, this is Nono's water." And he goes, "It's gin and tonic." And I was like, "All right." And that's just been my drink since then. Yeah.
I don't know if I can do the tonic because when I do vodka water, it's just usually like soda water, not the sugar stuff.
Really, the tonic is the problem?
The sugar in the tonic.
The gin's the problem for me.
You don't like gin?
I can't. So I'm good with all alcohols. I don't really have much problem with any of them. I like the taste of everything. Gin, I don't know. It's just like you're sucking on a pine needle or something.
I hear that from so many people.
You would make a bad James Bond. Is that what he drinks in the martini? Is it gin in a martini?
Yeah, in Casino Royale, he orders I think he calls it a Vesper, and it's a gin-based martini.
Yeah. So you could never play James Bond,
or it could just be a cooler version of James Bond that drinks whiskey.
That's not cooler.
Yeah,
it's way cooler.
That's
like more American.
Sherlock Holmes type of.
I don't know.
Scotch.
Absinthe.
That'd be badass. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Just not gin.
Yeah, that'd be sick. There you go.
We should do a shot of absinthe later.
No.
No?
Have you had absinthe?
I have, but I know there's like different versions of it, right?
That one's 72% alcohol.
Wow.
Yeah, not proof.
That's aggressive.
Yeah. It tastes just the same. A very aggressive shot.
Okay.
It's not good. That's like a quarter shot. You would do a quarter shot.
Well, I mean, tonight I'd probably do a quarter shot.
I think any night you do a quarter shot. Yes.
Depends on the night and where you plan on it going.
True. Would you ever play James Bond?
I mean, I like James Bond. I think there's people more suited to play James Bond than myself, personally. Yeah.
I only ask because we just had Sean Connery die not too long ago. So, do you think he was the best one?
I mean,
Bond?
I liked Sean Connery. To me, growing up, it was Pierce Brosnan.
Yes.
So he was my Bond. I mean, he was GoldenEye Bond. So,
yeah. A lot of us said, like, we talked about this after he died, and we said Pierce Brosnan was the best Bond. But a lot of people said Daniel Craig.
I do like Daniel Craig.
Yeah?
I do.
I don't know.
He's cool.
He's a good one, yeah. I like both Pierce Brosnan and Daniel Craig.
And he's so jacked. I mean,
wow.
When he walks out of the beach and he's wearing that little European dealio, and
you got excited.
I mean, I had a little straight man
crush
for him. I'm not gonna lie.
I appreciate all the Bonds though, in their own respect.
I think if we grew up with Connery, we would not. I don't want to say respect him more, but we would think he was the better Bond. I think it's who you grow up with.
Yeah.
Although, like, I mean, I grew up with Star Trek, and there's been a few different captains, and there's the old Captain Kirk and the new Captain Kirk. So
No, it's Picard.
No, Picard's always been the same.
Are you talking about
Chris Pine versus...
Yeah.
There's a
Chris
new
Pine.
old version? They rebooted the...
Right, so they like did the younger version of Captain Kirk.
I don't watch it. My dad used to watch it all the time. I try to sit because I'm like, oh, I want to sit with you and watch.
You might appreciate the newer ones.
Maybe.
I didn't watch the older ones, and I mean, yeah, I never really got into Star Trek in general. I remember seeing Picard. I remember seeing Patrick Stewart, but I didn't follow it. And when I saw the new movies with Chris Pine playing the young Captain Kirk, it's good. They're good movies. I like the first one and the second one. I don't know. I think there's a third one. I didn't watch
I'll have to watch them.
the third one if there is.
But to be fair, I didn't like The West Wing when it aired. I got into it after.
Right.
Because it was just too, like, adult for me, I guess.
You have to...
The content was too advanced.
I appreciate that, just the Aaron Sorkin way of writing. Just
Yeah.
like that really fast-paced, like, intellectual...
Do you ever watch that? West Wing or Newsroom or anything?
No, I've done some scenes from that in like acting classes and stuff. But but I never watched it. No.
Did you do schooling for it? Like you went to school for acting?
I didn't do I went to University of Windsor, but I didn't take the drama or acting program there. I started taking classes like independently, just through private studios and stuff when I graduated from University of Windsor, and I was doing that in Toronto. I did a little bit in Michigan as well.
You went for
in
psychology.
I started off in biochemistry.
Holy Jesus!
Yeah. It sounded cool. It sounded cool to tell people I was taking biochemistry.
Yeah.
And in high school, I was good at science, just kind of naturally. So, it seemed like a good idea at the time. I had this idea that I would be a pharmacist and that I would just one day make it as an actor.
But now you're just acting on Riverdale.
Thinking back, exactly. Just not acting because of COVID. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Well, everything's halted now, right?
Yeah. Well, they're getting things going again. But no, I was biochem. And then I was biochem double major with psych. And then I ended up with psych as my major and biochem as my minor. Because I had enough of the sciences to squeak by with a minor. Had to retake a couple of them, but...
Sounds very lazy to me. You have a very lazy personality.
Yeah.
Taking biochem and a minor in psychology, no big deal.
You can't say that to me. Like, I'm going to take it in stride now, but if you said that to me a year or two ago, I would have been like, what? I'm not lazy. And the next day I would have went back to school for biochemistry.
No, I'm kidding, dude. I'm totally kidding. You're taking on like two massive subjects. That's insane.
Yeah.
I hated school. Fucking hell.
Yeah, it wasn't for me.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun in university. I think that was the problem. I was a little unfocused, started dating and started, going out to bars and clubs and all that.
Getting all hammed up, then trying to make it to class the next day. So you did some schooling and stuff for acting.
Yep.
You did stage when you were a kid. You were in Oliver.
Yep.
Did you do stage after that? Any
Oh
stage
yeah,
stuff?
I stuck with a lot of stage work around here in Windsor. So I went to Raisback Productions drama camp when I was in like the 4th grade, and that was where I really kind of started working on the craft of drama. And we learned a lot of different things. We were doing mime and interpretive dance and improv, and
so a lot of
everything.
like movement stuff.
Yeah, just everything. It was a really good program with really great people. So I would do that in the summertime, and then they would put on productions, Raisback Productions, Theater Alive. They would do 1 or 2 shows a year, and I was in Oliver first.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And how old were you when you did that?
I was in grade 6, so I think
Like 8?
I think I was
9?
like 11 or 12.
Are you really?
11
Well,
or 12.
grade 8, you're 13. So minus 2, so you would have been 11.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Wow, I was
I was-
way off.
No, I have an early. Yeah. I have an early birthday though, so like January. So I was 12. I would have been 12 when that production went on. Yeah, but yeah. So.
And is that kind of what got you into acting?
I always liked it. I don't remember when. I think just the first time being on stage was kind of cool for me.
Yeah.
I was telling jokes in a talent show in like grade school, and then I got into this drama camp, and I really liked that. And then I got into Oliver, and we did our first show at the Cleary, which is now the St. Clair Center for the Arts.
I think it's the Chrysler Theater now, isn't it? I think
no,
St. Clair,
it
was the Chrysler.
It went to the Chrysler Theater. Now it's the St. Clair.
Now it's St. Clair.
Yeah, and it was a full theater, and we had a standing ovation, and we did our curtain call, and like the thrill of that Like I can remember it to this day. That was the one I was like, it was like a hit. I was like, this is the thing. This is the thing. I have to do this all the time. And the people I was with, the community I was with at Theater Alive, those people were very encouraging and supportive. And they said, like, I remember one of them said to me, like, you got like, follow that, keep that going, you know. And they were very good in developing me as an actor at a young age and making sure I stuck with it. So,
Do you like stage more than film?
Stage is, they're so different for me anyway, and I think most actors would agree. Stage is cool because there's a thrill of being in front of a live audience that's just like unlike anything else.
Yeah.
And I always say I think in a past life I was a rock star because that's just like
The stage is your like, that's your drug.
the thing,
Yeah.
right? So but I can't read or do anything musically inclined, so
We can teach
that's
you.
not my thing.
Yeah.
We very poorly, but we
Oh,
can
yeah.
teach you.
It's all right. So, but yeah, so there's that live audience experience that's unlike anything else. But film it's really intimate. It's really like those cameras are so high tech nowadays. They just like they almost see through your soul.
Yeah.
It's wild. And now you can see every pore on people's faces, like with all this HD resolution, 4K,
It's like 24K now or something.
Yeah.
They're at. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, so it's hard to get away with any kind of lying. It's hard to get away with like bullshit. People can just detect it, and they don't even realize it. You just watch something, you're like, I don't know. If you ever see any
Like, it's forced. You can tell.
Yeah,
like
you're just like,
yeah.
oh, and so yeah, there's this honesty that's really cool about working on film that you. To me, it's you got to really know yourself and know how to bring that to life in a role for film. I'm not saying you don't do that in theater, but I think in theater you're pushing out more to the audience, whereas in film you're inviting your audience in
Yeah.
with the camera.
I don't know, man. For me, I would be like stage. If you fuck up, you can't edit it. Like it's out there.
That's true. But you can recover and it's not costing anybody, any kind of money. If you're on a big shot,
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't always happen, but if you're in a big expensive shot and you have limited tries, I mean, it's not like you're going to run out of film nowadays. But
And I guess depending on the fuck up, people might not even notice,
yeah.
right? But if you fall off stage or something, they're gonna know that's probably not part of the show. But if you did that on a film or something, they just okay, take two.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah, makes sense.
Have you ever acted?
No.
Would you? No, that's not true. Well, wait. Okay, so we did a skit at the beginning. I don't want to say skit. We did is it monologue? I don't know.
Yeah, that's not acting.
At the beginning of the Remembrance Day show last week or a couple weeks ago now when you hear this. And is that acting?
I would say no.
You're just being yourself. You're just reading words.
Yeah, like I've done
Which took you forever.
I've done presentations in front of like large groups and I've done things like that, but never any kind of acting.
This guy tells me we record that video at the beginning of Remembrance Day. He's like, listen, I don't want to do 500 takes here, okay? So because I went first. I don't want to do 500 takes here, so let's just get it done. Then he goes over and does it.
But the difference was I couldn't get it right. I kept screwing it up. You were like nailing it every single time, but you were like, let's do it again. I didn't like that one. Let's do it. No, I don't. I didn't like that one. Let's do it again.
Stand by.
Oh, wait, no.
Stand
That
by.
one, I said it wrong. My shirt collar was just off a little bit. I got to do it again.
Okay.
That's what I meant.
Okay, hang on. I did it a few times only because I want him to have a bunch of extra takes that he can work from while we're there recording it. It takes 5 seconds to read the lines again, right? But if I have to come back, like that's probably the worst thing is to do the shoot and then leave, and 2 days later you got to come back and fucking do it again. It just takes so much time.
I used the first one that you did.
Fuck you. Is reshoot like the worst call you can get? Like, hey, can you come back and reshoot this scene?
I don't know. I don't. Doesn't really bother me if I'm getting paid. It's like okay, and also, look, if it's a really uncomfortable scene where like we're outside in the cold and it's a big kind of ordeal to shoot. Yeah, it sucks, but it's part of the job. Like whatever. I don't complain about much. So when things have to happen like reshoots, whatever.
It's part of the job, I guess. Right?
Yeah, like okay.
You knew that was it's a possibility.
Yeah. What difference does it make to me? I mean, half the time they don't shoot things in order, so it's not like there's any kind of flow that really needs to be.
Is that hard to do?
I was just gonna say, is that like I've heard of that before, and I realized that they shoot things completely out of order. But like, I feel like that would just be so disorienting. Like,
Yeah.
How would you like know how to act that
Like
scene.
you shoot the end.
Like if you like,
First day of shooting's the finale.
you see like a super emotional like ending of something, but like they shot that at the beginning. Like how do you know to feel that?
I would hope there's at least a few production meetings beforehand where the actors can like have an idea of the planning of the shooting, so they know, and they have the whole script, and you can look at how a relationship is supposed to form and how it's going to end by whatever scene you're shooting.
So when you do
Yeah.
a table read, like I'd assume the producers, directors, everybody's there, and are they giving you like the what is it, like the feel of what the scene is? Is that what the whole point of a table read is? Or is
Everyone's getting a feel for it.
Okay.
Yeah, there's very, very seldom is there any kind of direction. You'll go in, you'll give it a read. You know, any table read I've been at, you have some fun with it, and you know, it's not a serious...
So it's very loose.
Yeah.
It's what maybe have the writers cut out parts that don't work.
Yeah, and so the whole cast gets an opportunity to see what the story is going to be. At least, you know, the leads, sometimes that they'll be the ones in. You're not going to have every single little role in.
Right.
But yeah, and the writer gets a feel for what it sounds like with these characters who have been cast, these actors, and just...
Yeah, because a writer hears it in their head as they're writing it, but they don't know what the actor is going to do with it.
Exactly.
So I guess it would make sense to kind of do a read and
Yeah.
kind of go through and...
Yeah, and even just so that everyone's on the same page. It's just a good idea.
Same page, because they're reading a book. Get it? Or a script, whatever.
I didn't even do that on purpose. Wow.
Yeah. Own it. Edit this, Gus. Make it
Yeah.
sound like he did it on purpose.
All right.
Well, this guy here's the king of puns, so he hears puns and everything. So
I get puns as I get more drunk.
Yeah. All right.
The puns and jokes get worse.
Yeah.
Like some of the
Well,
guests, they're like, "Oh my god, that's terrible," and that was like beer 1. I'm like, "Oh, dude, wait till beer 6."
Man,
They
I might be right on par with you. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll do a pun off.
Okay. A one-off pun off.
that sounds terrible.
It does. Gus is like, I need to drink more. Oh, that CBC when you played the Rocket, did you do table reads for that?
No.
How'd all that stuff go?
No, that was
That's a big production.
It was maybe it seemed bigger than it was, and I don't mean to like downplay anything really, but for me, that is a non-union project. The audition for that, most of the time they're looking for someone who looks like the role that they're casting, so it's very much largely appearance based.
Okay.
And they'll usually just kind of give you an improv scenario. And you'll work the scene with another actor, and they just get an idea. They'll see your chops. They'll see how you look like on camera, and yeah, there's no script. It's not like you have anything.
So you go
to
in
really
cold,
prepare.
like
A
you
lot
get
of
the script
times.
at home and just.
Not even the script. Like so for the audition, they'll just give you a description of the character, and then you go in and they'll give you a scenario, and it's improv. That's why they always
Holy
say
shit.
it's a good idea to do improv classes as an actor. For anyone who's thinking about it, yeah, definitely improv. Second City in Toronto is fantastic. That was where I trained.
I saw that you went there, man. There's there's some big names that was also there were also Second C. I mean, they're older. Yeah. But, like, just to name a few, Gilda Radner, Dan Aykroyd, John Candy, Catherine O'Hara, Martin Short, Eugene Levy, like, these are massive names.
Yeah, there's some beasts that have come out of there, and it's a great place. Even if you're not an actor, like, I met a lot of people in improv classes that were just people looking for something to do, looking to come out of their shell, looking for like a hobby, and it's amazing to see like the growth people have in those classes and how much fun they have and how talented they are, and they're just doing it for fun. Yeah, that's wild.
You know what? Improv, I think, is, if I've learned one thing from The Office, it is that improv credits, number 1, do not transfer.
No,
if you move to a different state.
No.
And second, it seems like everybody's there just because they want to be there.
Yeah.
It's not like they're trying, it almost seems like they're not trying to advance the career, but they know that this is going to help them, but they just enjoy being there.
Yeah.
Doing it.
Yeah, it's kind of like the gym in that sense. Your metaphorical gym, whatever that might be.
I do have to throw in there just a little fun fact there from that I learned at the Walkerville Brewery.
Oh.
That Gilda Radner's father actually owned the Walkerville Brewery.
Yeah. When we met Mike, we were talking to him. Yeah, I guess he bought it in when, like 20s or 30s or.
I can't remember all the dates. Yeah, there's some maybe some weird connections there with the Purple Gang, and
maybe we'll get him on the show and he can talk about it. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sick.
I've in the last couple of years, I've gotten into a deep rabbit hole of the Italian American mafia, and then their connections to the Chicago syndicate, and their work with the the Purple Gang.
That's what he was talking
and
to
the
us
Rum
about.
Runners and all that. Yeah.
Well, the owner of Walkerville Brewery, that's the guy to talk to. He's got
Ooh, okay.
all of the information.
He gave you a book.
Yeah, I've got a book on the Purple Gang upstairs that he gave me.
Oh,
well,
sweet.
Well,
let me
Lent,
borrow.
Lent,
yeah.
yeah.
Cool.
You should make a fucking movie about that.
Yeah.
Why has
dude,
nobody
I thought
done
a
that?
lot. I mean, not Purple Gang specifically, but now I'll look more into that for sure.
That's such a good like movie concept. Why has
That
nobody
is.
done that?
Yeah, like
The
a
rum running and like Prohibition.
like
and,
a Boardwalk Empire, like Windsor edition, Purple Gang edition.
yeah.
Well, they're looking for a lot of Canadian content. I know that, especially Netflix. It's easier to shoot Canadian anything content right now, especially with COVID because of travel restrictions. So they're trying to find
Well,
stuff
'cause
that they can
Vancouver's
just
the-
all do in Canada.
Vancouver's like the big like hub to record, like to do filming, right? That's where everyone goes.
It is. I mean, Toronto's building some pretty massive studios, and they're doing a lot too. Like, not to downplay, but Vancouver does have some advantages that just even in its location, the weather,
Yeah.
the way it looks, and its proximity to LA, and that they're in the same time zone. It makes life a lot easier for people. You know, they can zip in on a flight, zip back. There's no jet lag. There's no, it's a quick flight. Anyway,
What's that Netflix show with the robot and the and the
Altered
little
Carbon?
kid?
No.
It's a little kid, and he's got that alien robot thing.
Oh, you're talking about it's a remake.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
Season 2 took like 5 years for them to make it.
space. It's something to do with
Yeah.
space.
It was massive. Google it. What the hell was that?
Let me see.
Danger, Will Robinson.
Yes.
Danger.
Yeah.
What's the name of that?
It's on the tip of my tongue.
Fucking hell. Netflix. Just put Netflix Danger Will Robinson.
This is terrible. I can't think
I know.
of it.
You're a fucking actor. You should know this.
I know. I didn't audition for that show. That's why.
Robinson.
Lost in Space.
Lost in Space.
Lost
there
in
it is.
Space. There it is. Yeah.
So Lost in Space,
Yeah.
that was filmed in BC. They filmed that in Vancouver.
And
But
so
I think
was Altered Carbon.
I think the cool thing about that terrain is that you've got the mountainous region if you need it. You have the forest if you need it, but you also have a metropolis. Like you have a big city that you can go to and make it look like LA or Chicago. You can make it look like whatever you want.
Yeah, wherever. It's
very diverse.
And they call it any town USA.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, because you can make it look like any town in the US.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense. You moved there, yeah?
Yeah.
When was that? A couple of years ago?
In 2018, January.
Was that to get more roles and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, it was like kind of a spiritual thing. Like my heart just kind of called me out there. That's the best way I can describe it. And I know that sounds a little woo-woo.
No, it doesn't.
But
because we have that too.
Yeah.
That
I mean,
was the
and
thing.
it's one of those places on the planet that does that to you.
Yeah,
I've never been, so I can't say.
yeah.
Yeah,
Are you gonna go back?
I we'll see. I'm trying not to make plans now because I'm learning that it's just
Like who knows?
yeah, who knows. Kind of just going with the flow right now. The flow is telling me to stick around here, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited to work in Toronto. They're filming The Boys season 3.
Oh.
What?
They're filming Titans season I think 3 or 4 now.
You'd make a good superhero.
Yeah.
That's the dream, dude. That's the
Yeah,
dream.
I know.
yeah.
I know you have an unhealthy obsession with Superman. We'll get into that later.
I think it's healthy. I don't know what's unhealthy about
Everybody's
it.
told me it's fairly unhealthy.
I could see you on the boys though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got that look.
Yeah.
Like that superhero look, like the Deep and Homelander. Like you have that. I don't know. that
douchey superhero.
pretty boy. Like
So here's a question we've asked in rapid fires in the past. If you were a superhero, would you be good, bad, or neutral?
I mean, good. I gotta say good. Ideally, right? I'm gonna at least strive for it. But as a person, I think I'm generally good, and as a superhero, I think it would be the same thing.
what would your superpower be?
Oh, I mean, I would want to fly, 100%.
Yeah.
I want to fly, and fly fast, not just like.
So who's the guy that does it? Is that what's the run guy? He flies, doesn't he?
No, the on the boys.
Yeah.
The speed. What's it?
Starts with an A or something.
A-Train?
A-Train.
Yeah.
A-Train.
Does he fly?
He runs though.
Oh, I thought he flew.
No.
Oh, I'm not. I haven't watched season 2 yet.
Homelander
So
does.
if that's in season 2, I don't know. I haven't
So
done it.
Homelander's like Superman. He's the one that
Homelander's
flies like
Superman. Yeah, I
fucking
mean, if
quick.
I could have any powers, it would be to be a Kryptonian. Yeah,
Right.
I'd have all those powers for sure. Yeah.
But you don't think a superpower would corrupt you in any way?
You're gonna get him to admit some dark shit here.
I just feel like I don't know. Like I feel like I would be good, but
What was your power?
teleportation. Yeah.
So
I could
how could you use that for evil?
I could teleport into the inside of a bank vault, take all the money, and teleport out.
Okay, yeah. But would you need money? You
Like
could just
Jumper.
teleport wherever you want.
I mean,
what do you need money for?
I don't know.
Just teleport into a kitchen, grab the sandwich from the guy's hand, teleport out. Boom, see ya.
But that's evil.
Yeah, but I'm saying you want to do money at a bank vault.
I'm just saying you could do bad
I
things.
think money would be useless at that point.
The bank has insurance.
That's true.
True.
It's not their
Yeah,
money.
That'd be fine. It's not their money.
It's like neutral bad.
It's
and that answers your question. Yeah, no.
go to the bank vault, steal the money, fly over top of a poor city, and just make it rain.
Yeah. Or
Right?
go in the bank vault, steal the money, invest it in something, become a gajillionaire, and then give it back to the bank. Just teleport, give back your initial.
So your
investment.
superpower is Warren Buffettism.
Except I need to hire someone to like invest it all.
I'm gonna
for me
Warren
and
Buffett
figure
my
that
way
part
to
out. Yeah, right.
Here we are at the apex of the show. It's all downhill from here.
The apex.
This is the apex.
That's new.
the climax.
The climax.
This is the climax before the orgasm. So
Yes.
So we're going to do a mid-show shot here. And thank God we're doing some vodka because that first shot of Crown Apple, I know you're going to make me end with it. And I don't.
We're finishing up with
So,
it. Yeah.
so at least I get like a good one in the middle here. So here we go. So everybody listen. Guys, girls, all the dudes. Cheers.
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 Oh, see, that tastes so much better.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It's
I got to stop forgetting to buy the
not-
vodka.
It's not as sweet.
No, it's not. Which one do you prefer? Do you prefer the Wolf Head or do you prefer Smirnoff?
That's super dependent on what
Don't
we're
worry.
doing.
Neither one is listening.
If I was going, I would say for a mixed drink, the Wolfhead was good. For a shot, the Smirnoff.
Smirnoff's like a dirt liquor.
Yeah.
Like you could just shoot it and it's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. You don't feel bad about
No.
shooting Smirnoff.
No, because it's like,
You don't feel bad about
like
mixing
dirt.
it with juice and pop and shit.
yeah. I like when I go to a bar and I say to them, oh yeah, I'll just take like vodka and 7. And they're like, oh, what vodka do you want? I don't know, the fucking cheap one because I'm putting it in pop.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want fucking like Grey Goose.
Polar Ice, please.
Prince Igor.
Is that less? Is that less than Smirnoff? The Polar Ice? I feel like it is.
Yeah, Polar Ice is cheap, and then there's the Russian one, Russian Standard.
The every vodka ever?
No, it's called Russian Standard, I think.
I think Smirnoff is not Canadian.
It is the Russian Standard. I don't remember how much it was. I haven't bought it in a while. I think it might have been on the cheaper side, but that's a good vodka.
Oh yeah, that's
that
solid.
one's not to be. That's not that one. It does not belong in the same class as Smirnoff.
I've never had it.
It's like a cheap but good. Like it's I don't know how to describe it. I mean, it's well done.
I think we can all agree that the Hounds Premium Vodka is the best vodka there is out
That's
there.
a pretty solid one. Yeah.
It is really good.
It's a mineral infused black vodka.
It comes out like purpley black.
Yeah.
Like it's a purple black liquid. It's sick.
Listen.
It looks awesome.
I have this thing about purple and blue. First of all, they're my two favorite colors.
Yeah.
Secondly, I went to a workshop that my friend put on, and there was a woman there who was talking about the chakras. I don't know if you're familiar with chakra systems.
No.
Okay, I won't get into it. But basically, in a nutshell, she was saying that it's good to eat certain colored foods because they provide benefits, like purple and blue, whatever. And they're very rare to find. So anyways, all this to
Well,
say,
blueberries and plums.
if there
Just
was,
saying.
yeah, there
Off
you
the
go.
top of my head.
Yeah, but it's tough other than that.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Those are the easiest ones. Anyways. Yeah.
Blue cheese.
Yeah, anyways. Yeah, I
Purple
don't know
cheese.
how much that one counts.
Grass
Anyways,
fed.
all
Eggplant.
this-
Eggplant.
Eggplant, true.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, anyways, purple vodka, though. I'm about it.
Done.
Well,
If we mix some purple vodka with that blue Caraco stuff,
Then that's the ultimate chakra
that's
cocktail.
a chakra. That's a
That'll
shocktail.
light you right up. Shocktail.
Send that to your
maybe when all is said and done and the show's all over, we'll explore some.
mixed cocktails.
Well, we can see what's on the shelf there
There's not much left. It's dwindling.
when we don't have to talk anymore. When yeah.
What do you normally drink?
Gin and tonic.
That's it, eh?
That's not it. Like, I like wine, too. I like red wine.
But like we always ask this question. So if you went home,
Mm-hmm.
opened your fridge or went to your bar or whatever, and a drink was in front of you, what would it be?
Gin and tonic.
Gin and tonic.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you drink beer at all?
Yeah.
Like on occasion? Or?
Yeah, not as much as I used to. I just feel, I don't know, I feel bloated after, and it's uncomfortable, but I do like certain beers. I don't like hoppy beers.
IPAs?
Some IPAs I do like, though. It's weird. Some IPAs, I don't know what the difference is. I probably should, but yeah, no, some of them are good. I like a nice refreshing, I don't want to say light because it doesn't need to be light, but like not hoppy.
Yeah, like a
Belgian Moon.
For me, it's the bitterness and the citrus. I'm not a big fan of bitter, and I'm not a big fan of citrus. But I like flavor.
So you don't like Belgian Moon?
No, it's not like I'll drink it, but it's not my favorite.
You like Creemore though.
I like Creemore a lot. Yeah, but there's like
I find the Honest Lager stuff you drink is bitter.
It has your first sip is bitter, but as your taste buds adjust to it, it like levels out, and it's just an easy drinking, even beer.
That's how I feel about Guinness. For me, it's not even the first drink isn't even bad. It's just an easy drinking, smooth beer. The whole.
Wow. I don't hate Guinness. I don't like dislike it. I just find it just very thick and very
delicious.
It's like
the word you're looking for is delicious.
I mean, it tastes good, but for a beer that I'm going to drink more than one beer, I just can't do it.
I agree. That's how I feel about Guinness as well.
Yeah. Come out with me to a Kildare night.
I like a good Doppelbock.
Good
That's
6-7 pints.
Like a thicker. Yeah, I don't know how you do multiple pints of it.
I think it's great. It's hard for the show because the alcohol percentage is pretty high.
Right.
So to be able to like drink with you and keep up with the guest or whatever, and still be able to articulate words to drive a show, it's really hard.
Yeah,
it's really hard. I mean, tonight I don't know. I've had 2 Guinness already, and whatever that is.
When you're on some of the like sets like Riverdale and some of the other shows that you've done, is it like a weird experience? Like are you used to it by now, or is it like different, or like how do you feel when you're like on like a major TV or movie set?
I think at this point I've kind of trained myself to see it in a way that like just go in, do the job, be professional, be easy to work with, don't rub anybody the wrong way, be friendly. It's kind of the same thing I would do in any situation really, but like if I was going to be working with somebody that I admired or that I followed their work, or if it was like a show, like again, I didn't really watch Riverdale, and I same with Project Blue Book, I didn't really watch it, but if I was going to be on a show that I was really into, yeah, I would definitely need to like take a minute to like, all right, you're gonna be in the room with whoever it is, you know. If you can be in the room with like Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, let's get your shit together. Like have the little freak out fan moment before, so that when I go in I can be professional. However, I mean, easier said than done, right? But that would be my game plan.
Have you ever had a freak out moment? Have you ever been in the room with somebody where you just took you a minute to like pull it together?
When I was in Toronto, I did background on one of the shows about the Kennedys. I don't remember what it was called, but Matthew Perry was in it. Matthew Perry was playing one of the Kennedys. I don't remember. But I was playing an orderly, and I had a wheelchair, and I had to push it down the hallway for just background extra. And at one point, I don't remember what he even said. He looked at me, and I like offered him the wheelchair like to sit in, like as a joke. And he kind of, I don't know. He did a very Chandler Bing-esque kind of facial expression and movement. And I was like, oh my God, that was so cool. Yeah, that was kind of it though. And then when I saw, like I said, when I did background on Arrow, when I saw Felicity, when I saw those characters on Arrow, I was a little bit starstruck.
Emily Bett Rickards.
Yeah. And actually, I met her at an event. She was friends of a friend, and very nice person. I liked her. She was very cool.
So when you're not doing acting and you're not, reading scripts and trying to get in like new movies and shit, what do you do for fun?
For fun? Oh, wow. Lately, not much. I really I'm really into wellness and taking good care of myself. So yoga is one of my main things. I like to do that. I try to do that once a day. I like to get a good workout in. I was doing jiu-jitsu for a while, which I loved. But I just had to stop. It was just something that, as much as I wanted to make it a priority, it was more of a hobby. Same with boxing, exact same story.
Yeah.
Just making it a priority. I even had a couple of amateur fights. And then it just became more of a hobby, and I had to respect it in that way, because I could have geared everything to
man,
like,
you
I
can't
just could
box.
Go hard,
You're an actor. That's the money maker, man. You can't fuck that up.
I had good defense.
Yeah, it was always rope-a-dope.
Yeah,
just dodging shit.
Yeah, no, there was a couple of good hits I took to the face, but no, even just the workout of it, it was a good workout.
I see you post a lot of that stuff of you doing like workouts and
yeah, it's kind of keeps me accountable. Like I feel like I got to post a video whenever I do it, so I got to keep doing it, because then
if you don't take a photo, it doesn't count.
That's kind of
right?
It's kind of the mindset a little bit, yeah. Really though, it actually kind of gives me a chance to mess around with different video styles, like doing the time lapses or doing slow mo, or editing them in different ways in iMovie, which helps me get to learn the software. So when I need to edit auditions or whatever, I can just do it. And I know what I'm doing.
What about this football thing? I was doing some research on you, and I saw that you played football.
Yeah, man, that was a big part of my identity for a long, long, long time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Linebacker.
Yeah.
And?
Yeah.
What was it like?
I was about 40 pounds heavier than I am now.
Yeah. I was going to say, yeah, you're a thin linebacker.
Yeah. It was awesome. It was a lot of fun.
You did 3 seasons?
Well, I started playing football in grade 9. Like when I first started high school, I was recruited in grade 8. They were like, "You're a big guy, come play football."
Yeah.
Like, okay, cool. Never really watched it. Didn't know much about the game. I learned it. They would give us opportunities to kind of prove ourselves in drills, and I did. And then I got more opportunities to play. I did some special teams, kick return, kick off cover, chase the guy with the ball and tackle him. Yeah, and I was big, so it was hit. I like to hit.
Yeah.
Played hockey my whole life, so I was an athlete, and I have a hard time about football because I know so much about head injuries now, just from school. Like I took a lot of neuroscience courses, and we learned about brain traumas and how that can affect people, and they're learning more and more every day. So yeah, the boxing and the fighting and the football, I have mixed feelings about it sometimes, but I think overall, unless that's your career path, if you take good care of yourself, you can do these things and enjoy them. When I played football, though, we would smash heads, and you'd be kind of like, "Whoa, that was a tough one." Like, what? And they'd be like, "Oh yeah, you got a little ringer, eh? Get back out there next play."
A little dark around the peripherals.
Yeah, it's like, whoa, no, that's something that maybe I should take like a week off, But yeah. Anyways, needless to say, I learned so much playing football. I developed so much of my character and so much of my work ethic and camaraderie and teamwork and discipline. If you don't play football, find something where you're going to learn some discipline. And that goes for anything in life, whether you're going to be an actor or not, or anything. Learn some discipline. It's so good for you.
And that was semi-pro, right? They're semi-pro?
And I ended up playing AKO after high school.
Yeah.
I played AKO Fratmen, which was semi-pro. I blew my knee out my second season. And torn ACL,
Jeez.
Torn meniscus, shattered cartilage.
Oh, is that why you were saying you have to have your left leg extended on a plane?
Yeah, cricks and cracks.
Fuck,
Yeah, I mean, I do well with it now. It doesn't have the same mobility that it used to, but no, I blew it out and had to have surgery, and then learned all about recovery and what that's like, and it was a big learning experience. And then I went back the next season, and then I broke my hairline fracture on my fibula, and I was injured again. And then
which one's that? Is that the front or
there's 2 bones in your shin? There's your tibia and fibula, and I'm not sure which one.
One of them.
I think it was the front one.
Yeah,
but it was so hairline fracture. So I was in a boot. Missed a few games for that, and then still went back and finished the season. And then by my 4th season, I did the training camp, was ready for the first game, and then that's when I started acting, and that's when I started taking my career as an actor seriously. I graduated university, and I was ready to do what was in my heart. So I told my coach, I'm probably going to be going to Toronto a lot, and I don't want to not be able to commit to the team. So that's when I hung the pads up.
So Shaun, before we go here, if people want to reach you on socials, how do they do that?
All right, I'm on Twitter at Shaun Mazzocca. I haven't been as active on there, but I'll try and make a point of doing a little more on there.
Don't worry, nobody uses Twitter.
And then Instagram, same thing, at Shaun Mazzocca for my actor profile. And if you want to get to know me on a more personal level, it'll be at _holistic_actor.
And your cell phone number is?
gotta take me out a couple times for that one. You gotta earn that one.
And Gus, if they want to get a hold of us, the 2 dudes,
2dudesandamic.com. That's our website. You can get all our socials on there. Search 2 Dudes and a Mic on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We have a Twitter. We post a show there, but we're really not active on there.
It's auto post. Yeah. We don't post on it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. So that's it. So Shaun, thanks for coming in, sir. This was a fun show. This was a fun night. We appreciate you. So everybody listening, final shot. Here we go. Oh, Crown Apple. We're doing Crown Apple.
Crown Apple, yeah.
It's the final shot of the night. So everybody listening. Guys, girls, all the dudes. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.